Do you like Maxx C? It's the obvious answer that everyone wants to hear is I hate Maxx C, but that's not entirely true. I think Maxx C should be banned. Is the simple answer. The more convoluted answer is I think that in a universe where Ash, Called By, and Crossout don't exist, I think Maxx C could be interesting because it would actually stop people from playing the stupid combo decks, right? The only reason, for example, why I think Maxx C is so toxic in Master Duel is because it just creates this stupid mini game where everyone, they still play the combo decks, but you just play some outs to Maxx C and then you just gamba. You just hope your opponent doesn't have it, or if they have it, you try to stop it with a card, right? With Called By or Ash. And if Called By, Ash, and Crossout didn't exist, you couldn't do that, right? When you build a deck that doesn't lose that loses to Maxx C, and you cannot play outs to it, your deck is gonna be bad, right? Your combo deck is just gonna suck, right? So if Maxx C basically wouldn't be negated as often, then Maxx C would actually stop people from playing those decks. The problem though is that obviously Ash, Called By, and Crossout are always going to be a card, probably. Like, they're not going to get rid of those. And also, Maxx C doesn't only kill combo decks, it also kills all of the, like, a lot of the mid-range decks that are really, really cool. Like, I don't know, Unchained, Salad, whatever, you name it, right? Like, those kind of decks, they would also suffer from Maxx C. I think my overall take is that, theoretically, maybe there could be a world where if Maxx C resolved more often, it would be okay. But that's not the world we live in, so it's better to be banned. And overall, it would probably be better anyways if they just tried to design a different card. There's no need to bring back a card from 2011 to save the game. If you want to quote unquote, I mean, not that the game needs saving, but if you want to introduce a card like that, you can just make it. Like, Konami can just print a new version that solves the issue, right? Honestly, for the OCG, I think it's mind-baffling that they haven't tried to do that, right? Everyone hates Maxx C in the OCG, I feel like. At least that's the vibes I'm getting. Most people hate Maxx C. But people are scared of what could happen if the card was banned. They're like, okay, but if we ban Maxx C, so many combo decks are going to be unhindered and all that, you know? They could simply make a different version, you know? They could make a new anti-special summoning hand trap, and maybe that would solve it, right? Maybe you can just ban Maxx C if you print another version that's more balanced, right? Not as overpowered, not immediately kills your opponent, right? It's kind of what they tried to do with Nibiru, right? Nibiru in 2019, and Nibiru helped a lot, right? I mean, Nibiru helps a lot for the current format. Like, Nibiru is a great card design that helps a lot to not get overrun going second, right? Nibiru is a great card. And Nibiru alone isn't enough though, because it's too easy to play around if it's like the only thing, right? But I think a much better approach would simply be and just make another good hand trap. It's been a while since we've gotten even an attempt at making a new good hand trap. You know, when did the last freaking Ghost Sister come out? Right? Like, when did that happen? I don't remember. Like 2019? What is it? What even is the last Ghost Sister? Is it Mourner? Probably Mourner. 2020. Yeah, that's 3 years. 3 years since we've gotten a good hand trap. Bestials don't count because they're not generic enough. They're good, but it's not a hand trap in the classical sense. Like, yeah, you're technically right, but like, I mean something else. I mean something that just, like, in general, like, it would have to be a hand trap that every time you would play Maxx C, you would play that card instead. So it has to be generic enough so it's basically good in every format, but it just cannot be as broken as Maxx C. But it needs to somehow punish your opponent for special summoning a whole lot, you know, rather than, I don't know. It's hard. It's a hard task to design, right? I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm just saying they haven't really been trying. Because a lot of the hand traps that have released, like freaking Sneaky C or whatever, those all just, you read them for the first time and you can immediately tell, yeah, that's not going to be good, right? That's not going to be good. So I don't know. But I think it's just kind of like, They just need to just think of a way, I think. And that could be one way to make the game more fair going second and more balanced overall and slower overall. Just make like a hand trap that encourages you to do less on a turn, right? That'd be fine.